Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Young McGrath. We've got not too many more books to go, so let's kick things off with Venom number 38, a tie-in to the Venom War crossover. So, where we left off in the Venom solo book portions of Venom War, an aged Dylan Brock had traveled to the past and enlisted the aid of Doctor Strange. The two of them have gone into the Flickering Realms to seek aid from the Elder God Chthon. So Chthon basically goes into Dylan's head and sees what the future is like. And well, basically says that, he did see his parents when he was earlier when he was in the past. Why didn't Dylan simply kill his father? And basically, Dylan's whole stance is that if he could have prevented things by killing Eddie, he would give up his life in an instant. But Chthon agrees to help Dylan, of course, for a price. Dylan's first love. All that Dylan knows of his mother. The music the music he knows, his friendships, his taste, his dreams at night, and his name. And Dylan agrees to the price, and all of that which is promised is taken away, and so Dylan returns to the future. Seems to be now he's in an icy wasteland, and seemingly going in circles. Finds a house, a woman inside of it, but the food tastes like nothing. Yet he still eats. But someone's poking around in Venom's brain. That someone is the Prince of Lies, Loki. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. I kind of get the feeling that the reality created by the timeline created well, the timeline that exists that Old Man Dylan is native to is likely going to be destroyed, and Old Man Dylan's existence is going to be erased. But we'll see. Venom War is not over yet. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Venom War Wolverine #2. Where we left off, Wolverine was in Lastport, Maine, after having been exposed briefly to a symbiote. And he was he's trying to catching up with a friend of his from the town, a woman whose husband Logan maimed and basically kind of prove a point. So the issue opens years previously. Keen, the husband of Emily, that Wolverine's old friend, and his son are on a fishing boat. He explains that Keen explains that his father never left him anything. And the only thing you have in this world is family. But Keen is intimidating a guy that owes him money by holding him over the edge of the boat. But Flynn, Keen's son, wants him to stop, and we come back to the present. Apparently, Flynn's not himself anymore, and his mother suggested maybe it's worry of turning out like his father. Flynn, not yeah. But so Logan tries to talk to him, but doesn't seem like it does any good. And at Baylight Cemetery, the town cemetery, Keen is ranting before a group of zombiotes that he's managed to turn to his will. The inn closes up, but zombiotes attack. One of them shows up at the inn. Oh, a few of them actually. And Wolverine does what he can to save Emily and Flynn. He suggests they get out of there, and because it's like they don't want to be back into a corner. But Keen shows up with his horde of zombiotes, tries to assert himself as the head of the household, so to speak. And Emily tries to make him see some truths about things. Also during the fight, initially, Wolverine tapped his belt buckle for the X-Men belt buckle for assistance. But Flynn remembers exactly the kind of asshole that his father is, and tells Zed to fuck off, and so Keen about to stick the zombiotes on him, but Rogue's X-Men team, consisting of the rest of Rogue's X-Men team, show up to provide Wolverine with backup. And Wolverine says that that Keen has made him think that the last time they scrapped, Logan may have left him with a few more body parts than he needed. And so, Wolverine decapitates Keen. Wolverine opts to stick around to make sure that the infection didn't hold anywhere. Nightcrawler manages to get some devices from the vault to stave off the symbiotes. The rest of the X-Men are going to head to New York, but like I said, Wolverine doesn't stick around. And Flynn's got his father's head in a bag, and it's possessed by a zombiote, and well, the head bites Flynn's finger, and that is where the issue ends. You know, you think that things are good and wrapped up, and then, what do you know, a zombiote bites a kid's finger. Overall, you know, it's a decent tie-in story. It kind of, well, in some ways, it kind of feels like this. That kind of, you don't have. It's not. Maybe it's not all everyone versus zombiotes aside from Spider-Man and Venom. But then it's like, yeah, actually it is. Moving on though to our last book for the moment, we've got Ultimates, number 5. Where we left off, the Ultimates were broadening their ranks. But the issue opens with 2 quotes, one from Crazy Horse. Upon suffering beyond suffering, the Red Nation shall rise again, and it shall be a blessing for a sick world. A world filled with broken promises, selfishness, and separations. A world longing for light again. I see a time of 7 generations, when all the colors of mankind will gather under sacred tree of life, and the whole earth will become one circle again. And then a quote by Teddy Roosevelt. I don't go so far as to think that the only good Indian is a dead Indian, but I believe that 9 out of every 10 are, and I shouldn't like to inquire too closely into the case of the 10th. So, in the Triskelion, the Ultimate's secret satellite base, Tony Stark has shown Captain America some basically industrial terrorism, active industrial terrorism, largely by committed committed against the Roxxon Corporation with arrows, just arrows. Cap's impressed, but and Tony has to say, "Oh, they're not arrows, but they're arrows. Basically, trick arrows." Apparently, though, there were arrows intended for Clint Barton, who threw them in the trash 6 months nearly a year previously. But Iron Lad sends Cap to deal with this Hawkeye. At Rockland Refinery 15, a mile and a half from the Missouri River. Hawkeye doesn't have the greatest opinion of Captain America. Basically calls him a cowboy. But he's cautiously giving some credence to the propaganda against the Ultimates. But Cap tries to appeal to and Cap and Hawkeye duke it out. Hawkeye's good, like real good, but Cap is able to evade some of the attacks at least. However, there's one of the arrows that Hawkeye loses is a inertia canceling arrow, which takes out Cap's shield momentarily, followed up by industrial grade taser arrow. But basically, the way that it works is that Hawkeye's quiver constantly prints additional prints additional arrows with a 3D printer. But however, their fight has attracted the attention of Roxxon cleanup crew. And so, Cap and Hawkeye deal with the cleanup crew. And it seems as though the Ultimates have had a new recruit. However, the Hulk talks with, I'm guessing, Roberto da Costa, who is not happy with the fact that the Ultimates are affecting his bottom line. And the Hulk's plan is treat the Ultimates as they operate, like an insurgency. You can't destroy an insurgency piece by piece. So he intends to destroy them all at once. And that is where the issue ends. It's a good issue. I'm liking an Ultimate Hawkeye. Also, I like the costume. That's slick. Manages to operate as kind of a tribute to this classic Hawkeye, but well, at the same time doing something new with it. So, you know, I dig it. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Red Man as a Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.